Johnson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Ball carrier.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
This defense is really thrown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Watson's pass.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Watson to give. This is Johnson. Johnson jostles free. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
A big run there, 29 yards and a first. 1st and goal from the 3. A handoff to Johnson on the option. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll run it with Johnson. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Texans touchdown.
Touchdown.
Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. No success on 1st down. He couldn't get any yardage. They give it to him again, and he finds the end zone.
Sometimes it just has to be persistence, doesn't it? And you know who else helps with that? Offensive line. After a team's been stuffed, the last thing they want to do is go to a different play call. They want to come back and do it again and show that they can dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this is secured by the Patriots. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
They'll run it here. This is James White. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Brought down at the 35.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
He's brought down at the 30.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On 3rd down, Michelle. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
That's good.
Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now a 1st down throw for Newton. Steps away to his... The ball comes out. And the Texans scoop it.
Newton on the keeper. Fumble on the play.
You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot. In that time, he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
3 at the 30.
He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st down, Texans.
Watson now to throw. Open man, the tight end Fells. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is caught by Fells, right side. And he gets this deep into Patriot territory. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's second down. High throw, but he makes the catch. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. 3rd and 2, Watson. Finding Fells complete. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. The quick slant caught. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Out comes a Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And they start the second half with Johnson. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Doesn't look to be any confusion here as they come up now on a 2nd and 6 following the delay of game. He'll be tackled shy of the 35. The power move there couldn't buy him much space. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Watson, and he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 4th down, no problem. Just a ho-hum pickup of 14 to keep the offense on the field. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. Johnson with a burst, a 1st down and more. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work. As I take a look at the clock, I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. I tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because if you see that type of a run, I get...
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Texans will extend their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back.
Taimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
And this is secured by the Patriots. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
2nd and 9.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A shotgun snap for Newton. Blanketed coverage by Houston. Makes it 4th down.
Intended for
a lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
A 51-yard attempt.
And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Thought that might be the goose egg breaker. Still stuck on 0.
Yeah, this is still a tight game, too. We got to keep that in mind because that miss there.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Dante Hightower came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Johnson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
David Johnson.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Hightower on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
Watson going to run it on the option. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And finally taken down at the 15. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
It's a gain of 20. And the Texans. First down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And the Texans are going to have a 1st and goal as some good running there gets him down to about the 2-yard line, knocking on the door. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. David Johnson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans will add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the numbers. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing. To their lead, he wants to continue to do so.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And this is secured by the Patriots. Fourth quarter, it felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Back to the air, Newton on second down. He completes it right side to White. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep it.
And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Zach Cunningham rolling in to get the sack. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Newton. And it's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively to knock it away was the safety, Justin Reed. So the defense asked to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. Doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go to Johnson again. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they turn to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. You're calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Gain on the play. And it brings
out of the gun, Watson. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before.